Today I'm going to show you how to add a photo to your WordPress page or post. It'll work on either a WordPress page or a WordPress post. And there's several reasons you may want to do this. I've started a test page here, or actually a test post in this case, to just sort of give you an idea of what the page looks like before and after we add the photo. If you're wondering what the difference between a post and a page is in WordPress, essentially a post is part of the chronological order of your blog. So each time you publish a blog post, it will show up with the date on it if you elect to put the date in the byline, and it will show up as part of the chronological order that your blog proceeds at. Page is a page on your blog that stands alone. It's not part of the chronological order. It might be an about page or a contact page, but a page that is not part of your ongoing series of publications. It's a page that stands by itself. So that's what the difference between those are, and you can add photos to either one of them. We're going to go back to the edit post page, and as I said, I've already started a test page here, or test post here, just to give you an idea of what it looks like before you add the photo. And you saw that just a moment ago on the preview page. You just see a lot of text. There's not a lot of interest to the page. Not a lot of things that draw your visitor's eye to the post itself. And so one of the reasons that we like to add photos is to help do that. It helps add visual interest. Another reason you may have, if you're writing a how-to post, you may have photos that help demonstrate how to do something, how to do whatever it is that you're explaining in your post. So that may be another reason you want to add photos to your page. You can actually add more than one photo fairly easily. So we're going to go through how to do that. We're going to go back to our edit post page, and right underneath of your title and your permalink, you'll find a series of icons. The first one here, the little box, is the one that you want to choose to add an image. And one of the things you want to do beforehand is to make sure that your cursor is placed where you want the photo to appear. You can, if you've already added the photo and it's not in the place where you want it, you can cut and copy the paste, but if you put your cursor where you want it to begin with, it makes it a lot easier for you. So we're going to put our cursor right up at the top of the page. In this demonstration, we want our photo to show up in the upper left-hand corner of the post. So we want it to show up in this area right here. So I'm going to show you how to do that. We're going to go back to here, and we're going to click on that little box that allows us to add an image. And we just have to give it a moment to come up here. Yeah, now you're going to go and find the image that you want to put on your page from your computer. Actually, let's just go back a moment to here. You can choose photos from several different areas. You can choose a photo from your computer, which is what we're going to do now. You can also choose to choose a URL from the internet that has a photo located that you want to use. You can do that by clicking here. You can also choose to add a photo that's already in your media library by choosing the appropriate link here. But we're going to choose one that's from our computer, so we're going to click Browse. And I'm just going to arbitrarily choose a photo here. I'll choose one of my own cats. We'll choose a photo of Dylan to put in there. So you click on and then click on upload. And in just a moment the photo will appear in this area down here. And as you can see, the photo is showing up here. Now before we go ahead and publish that photo, there are a few things we want to do first. We want to add a title and an alternate text. These are going to show up as your title attribute and your alt attribute. The title basically simply tells people what the photo is of. The alternate text or the alt tribute is something that will show up in on a computer browser if the browser is set to not show images. In that case, rather than showing the photo itself, the reader's computer will actually show the alternate text. So when we put these in, for SEO purposes, search engine optimization purposes, we want to choose a title and an alternate text that has some of our keywords in it. So let's say that we were writing a post about inserting a photo. So let's put that as you can set the title and the alternate text as the same wording if you like, or you can make them different if you like. That's your choice. Under caption, if you want a caption to show up underneath of your photo, this is where you would want to put it. You can put a description if you want. Whatever you want to put in there is perfectly fine. The link URL is the URL that is going to be associated with the photo itself. So when your visitor comes and clicks on that photo, this is the page that they're going to be brought to. You can change that and add a page of your own if you like. I usually just leave it as the page that's defaulted here. Now down here you can do a few things. On alignment, you can choose exactly where you want your photo to show up. In this case, we want it to show up in the left-hand corner, so we're going to leave that set at left. You can choose to put it in the center or on the right-hand side if you want, or you can choose not to put any alignment in at all. And you can also choose the size of the photo. If you want to make your photo a little bigger, you can choose a full size. If you want to make it a little bit smaller, you can choose one of the other sizes. We're going to make ours medium, which is going to be a 300 by 300 pixel photo. And we're just going to insert that into our post. And as you can see, it's put in some coding here. that corresponds to our photo. So now we can click Save Draft, so we can go and take a look at it on our preview page. We'll go over to our preview page. And now you can see our photo on the page there. You can see our caption here. You can see our alt text, our title tag coming up there. And if we had this set so that, if we had the computer page set so that we didn't want to see the image, which some people do to speed the loading of the page on their own computer system, rather than showing the image here, it would show the alt text that we put in there, that alternate text attribute. So that's what the page looks like when you add it to the left-hand side. We could just as easily have chosen to add it to the right-hand side instead, in which case it would simply have shown up on the opposite side of the page. If we decided that we didn't want it at the top of the page, maybe we wanted the text to show up above it with the photo underneath of the text, we could have done that easily as well. We can do that now simply by copying the code, I'm sorry. And inserting it below the text. I'll save the draft again. And we'll go and see what our page looks like with the photo inserted below the text then. We just have to wait a moment for the page to load. And now you can see that our text is on top with our photo underneath of the text instead. If we wanted to change the layout or the size of the photo, we could simply go back, highlight the code first, and go back into our photo area. We'll find our picture in the gallery because we haven't published the post yet. So we'll go there to find it. And there's our photo. We're going to click Show. And we're just going to go back in here. Let's say if we wanted to add it to the right side of the page rather than the left-hand side of the page, we'd just go in here and change this setting and then click Insert into Post. I'll save the draft. And as you can see, that's now moved our photo over onto the right-hand side of the page from the left-hand side. We could just as easily have put it in the center. We could have changed the size in exactly the same way. So there you have it. That's how you add a photo to your WordPress post or page. And you can do that on any post, any page. You could add a second photo to the same page very easily in exactly the same way.